that pop into my head every now and then. And I was like, this is the first time I wrote one down, right? So I was just jotting it down in my notes section, and then Jesus said, title it sermon number 1. I was like, okay, 2 things popped in my mind. I was like, first off, you want me to preach now? Okay. And secondly, I was like, this is like 4 minutes long. What am I going to do with this? How am I going to preach this? So I'm here now. All right, and so I want to focus on something that I'm pretty sure most of us have heard before, like either in class or in school, but it's the fact that darkness is just the absence of light. And I really want to dive into that because if darkness is the absence of light, that means that darkness is the default. That means darkness doesn't hold the power to be anything more than just an occurrence. And I was really thinking about that because some people think when you flip on a light switch, the light takes over the dark. But they think that when you flip off the switch, the dark takes over the light, which is not true. And we need to re-identify who the victor really is. The light takes over the dark because the light is tangible. Light is something you can really grab onto. It's something that is tangible. You can take that. You create a light bulb, you don't create a dark bulb. Because darkness holds no power, it does not hold the power to overtake you. It holds no power. And because darkness doesn't overtake you, it can look like it's surrounded you. You can look and you can see darkness. You can see darkness there. You can see darkness there. You might not be able to make out the corners of the room. But as soon as you flip the switch and the light comes into your room, as soon as you flip the switch and the light comes into your life, the darkness vanishes. And you can see detail and you can see everything. 1 John 1:5 says, "This is the message which we have heard from him and declare to you, that God is light, and in him is no darkness at all." So it doesn't matter whether you take the light and throw it across the room, or you grab hold of the light and throw it behind you, turn your back on it, you put a blanket over it. It does not matter. The source is still there, and the source will always shine. And it stays. And Joshua 1:9 says, "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Wherever you go. The more light you have, the less darkness there is. And this is significant because whenever you're in the presence of God, your light grows. Because that's what fuels your light. And there was a time, I grew up in the church. I've been fueling my light for years. That's what I was taught in church. That's what I did. But there was a time where I set my light and I set it off to the side. And I decided I went and I did my own thing. Let me tell you, when I did that and I grew distant from my light, my life got darker. In my room, I couldn't see the corners of the room. I couldn't see as much detail. I could still see, but I could not see the detail. Because when you distance yourself from the light, it seems to be dimmer. And the thing I want to leave with today is that the more you tend to your light, the brighter it will be, and the less darkness will surround you.